It's been all right. I've been spending some time with my family, so that's been nice. But definitely hard to not be performing. That's something I definitely miss, being out in front of people and singing.
So you currently was in Nashville. I know you are from Chicago. You've been around. You've been to different places, but you currently reside in Nashville, correct?
Yes, a little over a year ago.
Okay. So
Coming up on 2 years.
okay. So I'm for what I've seen, Nashville. Well, not just Nashville. Tennessee starting to has already started to reopen some places. I've seen some Nashville people starting to perform again. Apparently. Uh, so how do you feel about how Tennessee has been pandemic and with places starting to reopen?
I definitely think, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So I think, I've been spending a long time in Illinois with my family, and the way Illinois handled it has been really well, kind of following, the guidelines and waiting for the rate to drop before moving to the next stage. I can understand why it's pretty hard for places like Nashville, though, because, we thrive on tourism and live music and being together. So it's kind of a sticky situation for everyone to be in. But I think the best thing to do is to just be conscious. I personally, right now, I'm going to focus on, if I am going to play out, playing out outside, because we've been told that's safer to do than indoors. And just being cautious, and wear your masks, wash your hands, try not to hang out in large groups if you can, and hopefully we can all get through this together. But it's nice to see things opening up, but at the same time, we want to be careful and make sure we're still being safe, having a safe environment for everyone.
That is absolutely true. We are definitely getting into some tempting times with the warm weather out here, and people want to get out. Think it's okay to get back to normal or get back to the quote, old normal per se, but this pandemic is still happening, and
Mhm.
numbers have been going up in this country.
Mhm.
I live in Kentucky. I mean, we did a nice job flattening the curve when we shut everything down, and slowly but surely places are starting to reopen. Numbers have kind up, just, but we not to the numbers of Georgia or Florida or other places. Uh, so, kind of of local music. I haven't been to a show since March.
Mhm.
Show since March. I've been I got laid off from my job and then I got it back in 6 weeks. So it's I'm just to have a job during this period and paying bills and stuff like that. So yeah, but we'll see how things go from here. Approaching the second half of this year, we'll see how things turn out. But yeah, wearing a mask, social distancing is still the way to go, at least until the vaccine or other treatment gets here in America. So, yeah, we, the mask part, you know, people not wearing a mask, like, come on, stop making it about you. Making it about you. Everybody has to wear a mask. Old, don't matter the age, skin color, everybody should be wearing a mask right now. If not, you make it difficult for yourself and others around you. I can't say that enough.
Yeah, I think it's just part of being responsible and doing the right thing to keep the virus under control until we learn more about it. We can get a vaccine, and hopefully, slowly but surely, we can be doing stuff like this again. It's really hard for me because everything in me, in my heart, wants to be playing, but so I kind of have to fight that urge and be like, no, we gotta take this cautiously. We gotta be smart about this, and if we do it right the first time, then we can open up sooner. But if we keep running out, going crazy right when we start to open up, then we're gonna just have to shut stuff down again. So for me, I'm in it for the long game, and I want us to get into it and then get back to it in a timely manner versus going out, having cases rise again, and then having to start back from square one.
True, true. So, what were some of the shows or appearances you were able to do before things got shut down? You got any moments or memories from the shows that you were able to do before things got shut down?
Oh yeah, I have so much fun playing all around Nashville. I play a lot of writers rounds, which is really fun. You get a couple artists, and it's all original music. There's a place called Belcourt Taps that I really like to play. I've played some outdoor festivals, so Sumner Fest in Sumner County last summer, which is really fun. It's Nashville, so really everyone has live music, and I've played a lot of different places. Live Oak is one that I have a lot of fun at. And I was supposed to play with a full band for the first time in March, literally the week like everything did shut down. So that was kind of sad, but hopefully we'll get back to it in a timely manner. Playing live downtown. And it's really fun not to play my own songs, but to hear original music from other people. It's a great environment to be in if you're an artist.
So, with the writers shows that you do, I've been to shows like that, and artists get, talk about the songwriting process, writing these songs that they do, and I like how authentic artists are when it comes to just telling their stories about it, and what's it like to be a part of shows like that, and you with fellow artists and their stories, and they hear from you as far as writing these songs and putting it all together.
Oh, it's so much fun because it's one thing to know what inspired it and everything that went into it, because honestly a song can come from anywhere. It can come from a personal experience. It could be, you see something and it inspires you to write something else. And a lot of times, especially in Nashville, people co-write, so you write songs together, so you get to talk writing a song with your friends. So I think it's really unique just to hear so much more just songs. And it's really fun to learn like how a song came to life, because everybody has their own process and everyone has a way of writing. So it's really cool to hear the story behind the songs. Actually, I have post on Pandora that I just made where I have little blurbs in the background on all the songs. So definitely check that out 'cause it's pretty fun. It's Brina Kay music behind the song.
All right, I'll definitely go check that out. I know some friends that use pen, and itch to at least give it a try. I'm at it, and I just started downloading. Kind of the thing I don't like about it is the shuffle part. I guess that's a free version. If you buy the monthly version, then not only with internet, you can buy internet. So it's like, okay, they kind of doing me like that. So we'll see. I really, with so much going on, it's a chance to people to hear artists they might know. There's some artists that's really got my attention. Um, there's a name of Mickey Guyton, her name.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
She's getting some headlines for black. You know, I'm a newfound fan of hers. She's incredible. She's definitely getting buzz about her. I like Yola. I love me some Yola. And so many talented young rising artists that may not have mainstream spins per se. You being yourself, who are inspiring you as an artist right now, as far as mainstream or independent artists inspiring you as an artist?
I think ever since I was really little, I was a big fan of the Chicks, formerly known as the Chicks, but they recently their band name to be more times, but I was always a big fan of them, so they were kind of me into like genre specifically. I also really like artists like Maren Morris and Kelsey Ballerini, Casey Musgraves, and Taylor Swift. I feel like they kind of have that I pull inspiration from, kind of a mix between and pop. So I love them, but it's really cool to hear all kinds of new artists playing, and like Maggie Guyton is somebody that you mentioned, and I think she's too. Her song Her and Black Like Me, both amazing songs, and I've had fun with her and all these other up and coming artists too. It's just fun nowadays, things like Spotify and things like that. You get to learn about people you might not hear if you only listen to the radio. So it's really, I'm always on the hunt for new.
I love to Marine Morris. I ain't gonna lie. I was planning on seeing her festival here in Kentucky. That festival was just announced that it was canceled. That was a heartbreaker because I do Marine Morris a lot. She is incredible. You know, when I saw her perform with Alicia Keys at the Grammys a couple years ago, right next to Alicia. And then I looked, she does country pop. Okay. You know, Alicia, the duet together. And I'm like, okay, if Alicia Keys like this, I think I can vibe with her too. She's had such an incredible career thus far. Her previous album, Girl, has definitely gotten some. So, hopefully, when maybe things get back to some sort of normalcy by next year, people level and be there in the front, up close. So
Awesome.
I had to go see that. So I look at your music. You got some songs. You've had a busy 2019. You got Into the Sun, Rome, Horizon, Heat of the Moment. Thank you, music video.
Yes.
Definitely want to get into the song Rome and the music video. What was it like doing that song, and what's it about?
So this song has kind of become my anthem as far as my journey in Nashville. I started writing it when I first moved, and it was really scary when I first moved to town because I one time. So I was just so up and I felt very out of place and kind of felt like everything was going wrong. Like I got a job at an ice cream shop because that was the only job I could get, and then I quit immediately. And then I had things happen like my car broke down and just like walking myself out of the apartment, just those kinds of things happening all the time. And I didn't have any friends, and I was just kind of, I guess, can I really make it here? Like, was it crazy to move here? So Rome said some poems that I wrote during that time. And then once I had been there for a while, started making friends, my life started to get a little bit better. I went back to my notebook and found those, and I kind of had a positive spin on it. So it's kind of representing, you know, not every times it's going to be hard, and if the only thing you can do that day is just get through the day and make it to the next day, like, and that's all the journey. So kind of reminds me that, you know, I have a big dream, and big dreams, you know, don't come easy. So I'm very impatient, and I want to, you know, be successful, and that's not how it works. Working towards things, and if I get frustrated, I kind of have to remind myself in a day.
Much, you know, parents tell the kids, like, if you want something, you have to put in the work.
Exactly.
You know, no shortcuts. So and when they say it, they mean it. And you know, maybe for kids it takes time to develop that work ethic per se. But you know, it's all about the journey, not the destination. So it's you know, that's definitely a song, some motivation in that song for sure. You can check out the music video on YouTube, and Raw is available on all digital music platforms, as well as Horizon Into the Sun. So, these songs from 2019. Have you been with some new music? And we have some new music from Brina Kay at some point this year?
That is my plan. So I actually just completed money to record an EP. It depends on when it all comes together, because I want to record everything ready to go before I even think about releasing anything. But I want to release an EP with brand new songs that haven't been recorded. That's my plan. I met my goal on my Kickstarter, so I have the funding to do it. So that's really exciting. And get a single around Christmas time too. So exciting. And I also have a music video coming out in July. I'm not going to say this because I haven't announced it formally yet, but I am going to have a music video, and it's going to be to Heat of the Moment. So that's going to be really good. It's been like a year in the making. Very excited to release that.
Yeah, so translation, Brina came for a busy second 2000. Even with the pandemic, some artists getting to perform, some artists are not comfortable performing right now, and I understand too. But you still can help these artists during this pandemic. You can play their music, you can share merch, let people know about them. So go check out all the music from your favorite independent local artists. I would appreciate the support, especially during this time. You can check out Brina Kay and her website. You can check it out at kmusic.com for more info on Brina. And you mentioned the Dixie Chicks. I did not know that was a Dixie Chicks. That was a brand new group, and they just decided to play a March song, and then I looked it up. I'm like, where have they been these years? So they dropped Dixie part, and I heard Lady Antebellum. They dropped Antebellum, call themselves Lady A now. So given going on with this and everything, country music is, man, it's but I just hope that more change happens. We keep pushing for that change.
Absolutely.
Black man, I appreciate everyone that's on board with it and their voice heard. So, and especially for the country music, majority female, Maureen Morris, Cousin Bell, Musgraves. We talk whole names, and they get heard. And I appreciate them. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody speaking up and just want change. So definitely appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the show.